Hi, Genki Call here by request with a tutorial on how to make this little garden shed covering up the shipping bin. I also have a little chest in there. This entire process is doable without any glitches at all, except there's not quite enough room to get the chest in there, so I did have to ghost one wall to get it in there, but there are other options. So we'll go over that and how to create this. Everything you need is in my taskbar right now, all 8 items, including the chest. But let's head over to a plot where I can show you how to do this. We'll recreate it. All right, so what you're seeing in my taskbar are the materials for the shed itself. There is another setup that you're going to need in order to get the roof on, but again, no glitching involved. The first thing we need to do is place down these 4 stone floors. They have to be stone. And also, if you don't want to leave something sticking out on your plot, the way to do that is to make sure that they are not connected together. Normally, you can tell they're connected together by this grass that shows through. Doesn't always happen, but you want to be able to pick them all up individually. And if it does show the grass showing through, just pick it up, place it back down, and it should be disconnected. That's what you want. Now, we're going to use the group select to move all 4 of these pieces. And with my controller, you can see it's the left trigger and the A button. But if you're using the mouse, it'll be the Alt select button. But we're not going to do that because I like using my controller. Now we're going to run this over. Make sure when you're building this base, it's away from anything else that you have created, because otherwise it will try to move everything. But we're going to move this whole thing underneath the bin here, and it can be fiddly. I do not know what the dealio is with this. I am having so much trouble today. Normally you can just slide this under here. It does have to be stone. You can no longer use other kinds of flooring to put under here. Last I heard, but this just continues to be a problem. So let me put this down. When I put this down, I do have another chest here. I'm just going to grab a couple more stone pieces, stone, a couple more pieces of stone. Again, making sure that I don't have them hooked together, like so. We're just going to grab, sure, the middle one. We'll try the middle one and try to move this over here. Of course, of course. I've gotten it to work twice, but of course when I'm recording, it's not going to work. Twice today, I should say. So let me fiddle with this, see if I can figure out why it's being this way. I haven't found the trigger yet for what is causing this, but you should be able to just place these under here. So, that's okay. It'll make the tutorial a little bit longer, but we're just gonna try troubleshooting it while I'm filming. You can skip over this part, but if you're having the same problem, maybe you need to have this information. So as you can see, you can put this where it's out of bounds and no grass through it, which is super nice. But let's take this over here. I should be able to just place this underneath it. Anya, why you do this to me, eh? Try grabbing it in a different spot. Now, if it says location outside the placeable area, you're going a little too far. Just back it up till it says something is in the way. There shouldn't be anything in the way. See? It should be just like that. And it will slide underneath the tarn bin. I just don't know why it's not working right now. No. All right, let's be dramatic. Maybe that will help. Okay. All right. Well, you may have to fiddle with it for a while. That's what I'm going to do. If I can figure out what's causing the problem, I will let you know when I come back in just a tick. All right, it's working. So what I did was a bunch of stuff. I tried over and over and over again, different techniques. Finally, just picked up all 4 pieces and placed them back down and moved them over here, and now it's working fine. I don't know why. So you have 2 choices. You can, if you're going to do something else inside, with your doors open a little bit, you can leave a little room. Just be sure to leave room for the walls that you're going to be putting up around the shipping bin. So you need at least, this much room is not enough. You need at least I'm looking at the left-hand side. So at least that much room so that you can have the walls on there. You can always center it on the shipping bin, whatever you want to do. I like to put my container, sorry, my storage chest in there. So I'm going to stick it right about, I think that is not quite going to work. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, so that does work. So you have to leave at least the width. I hope you can see it. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble describing. So this area right here, the edging on here, you have to have at least that much room on the edge so that you can put the wall on. Anyway, now that you have that placed, you can remove these two. So you need 4 total of these stone floors to get this placed the way that I'm teaching you to do it. There are other ways, of course, but I don't like leaving stuff attached here because I don't like the way it looks. Of course, if you're going to make a bigger shed, you can do that, but I digress. Let's go ahead and put the walls on. You're going to put 4 of the walls on, 1 on each side, 2 on the back, and very, very simple. I did not mean to do that. And then we're going to place the doors on this afterwards. So you're going to still leave 2 of the wooden walls in your inventory for now. Now, I did say you are going to need a couple of other things. And what we want to do is place a couple of roofs on here. They're roofs. A couple of the wooden floors on here, which makes a roof over the top. And that is so that we have a nice place to set these down. So we're going to put 4 of these side by side, but as you can see, yeah, it doesn't really want to go on there. So let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's build some stairs. Easy peasy if you want to use building blocks, but you have to jump if you do that, and I don't like to jump when I'm building, so I just take a few of these chests that we find all over the place in this game, and you stack them end to end like this, and that makes them actually walkable stairs. You can walk right up them. You don't have to jump. I love that. It is just so very convenient. I'm going to move it a little bit closer and walk right on up here. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to place these 4 side by side. And I'm going to go ahead and hook these together, but we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I want them to hook together this time, and you do that by pointing it at the piece that you want it to attach to. Of course, it's going to be that way. Be that way. Come on, place where I want you. Let me just move my stairs. There. It's just going to be fiddly. This is a really simple little shed to make. It's just being difficult. So we've got them. I should be able to pick up. And look there, it's a little off. It doesn't really matter right now. As a matter of fact, I could have just left this on the ground to do this right now. They should all be hooked together, and they're not. So the first piece that you placed, if you have hooked them together, you should be able to pick up all of them at once. Since that's not working, we're just gonna do this, make sure. Are we hooked together? The answer is yes. All right, now in order to get the wood pavers on top, you're going to have to build a little structure. And I'm just going to go ahead and run over back there where there aren't a bunch of other things distracting the eye so that this is a little easier to show you. So what you will need in order to get the wooden pavers on top, you'll need 2 wooden floors and 10 pavers. And then the structure that you're going to need, a wall. I'm just using a different color so that you know that you can use any kind of wall you want. On that wall, we're going to place a shelf. I like the industrial shelf, as most of the streamers do, because it's just very convenient. It doesn't have any edges on it. And then we're going to place a pillar. Doesn't matter what kind of pillar. And then we're going to place a floor, and it doesn't matter what kind of floor. And the reason for all this, you'll see in a moment, but you want to place this on the pillar itself, and then you're going to pick this up and you're going to put this all on top, like so. Now, I did this a little backwards, so what we're going to do is we're going to, first of all, get stuck, cancel. There we go. All right, I'm going to make sure that this is far to the side. See, it's just kind of hanging over the edge there. And then we're going to take this. It's been a while since I did this, folks. And we're going to turn it at a 90-degree angle, like so. Now, am I doing this right? Yes, I am. We're going to select the floor and we're going to turn it twice, it looks like. Oops, twice. Yes, twice? Does that make it level? Yes. All right, we have to turn it twice to make the roofing part where we want to put the wooden pavers. We need to do that to make it level for us so that we can put the pavers on here. And I need my stairs. I'm just going to run up here and I'm going to place the 2 wooden floors. And I like it to be kind of, no, I actually do like it towards the tip. You see the pointy part there? I want it towards the tip there because I'm not really too concerned about the top, and I'll show you why. Let me get to the other plot. All right, here's a visual for you. So you really want the wooden pavers to be down here towards the bottom because it just gives it that really rustic look, and you don't really notice that it's not going all the way up unless you come and look. I mean, you can see it from here, but you know, who's going to notice the way that I'm doing it? So you can do it a little differently, but you know, I I just like to make things easy on myself whenever possible. So we're going to do that. Back over here, we have the things we need. So we're going to place the two floors. Doesn't matter if they're hooked together. Totally fine if they are. Totally fine if they're not. And we're going to start placing these pavers on here. Now you want to get the longest ones possible because the shorter ones won't go up as high, but you want to align them on the left there. If you want to make it overhang, totally cool. But I'm just going to free place them, and 5 of these pavers will go on each one of these. And you can always orient it the other way, but do 5 this way and 5 this way. But I like the look of it this way, so we're just going to keep placing, and all I'm doing is canceling when it's not the right length. And I don't like this one, so we're just going to cancel and try again. And then it looks like I am placing all the same one, but I want the longer ones, and if that's what I gotta do, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, yep, got lucky and got that one again. And see, I just don't like the shorter ones. Here we go. This one will be fine because no one's gonna see the top. It's not, it's a little uneven on the one edge. If you want, you can go in here and take one of these if they're all the same and rotate it so that it's not all same. You know, you don't want it, you want it to be rustic looking. You don't want it to be all same-o. So you can turn those. But let's finish this up. We'll add 5 more. And nope. There we go. And I'm free placing this. I'm turning off the grid. It shows at the bottom how to do that. So if you're using this, I think it's the Z button. I think. Yes, it must be the Z button. All right, we're going to place this one here. This is fine. One more chest would probably be kind of helpful here, but I'm just going to go ahead and place this. Oh, it's too short. I don't like it. That will do, but I'm going to swap it around here. And then we're going to place the last one. This one's fine, and we'll put it at the end. And then all you have to do is grab the one, oops, first. Let me put my stairs back. Meow. You don't have to run it around back and forth like this. I am only doing this. Yes, that is the correct one. I'm only running around like this because I have all this other stuff on my plot. All right, so now we're going to place this on here, and we want it to be centered. And as you recall, when I first placed it, it wasn't. So I'm going to free place it and try to get it as centered as possible. And click. There we go. Is the basics to your shed, and you can always leave that open if you want. Now, you can place whatever you want here. If you want to place this, you can place it by free placement, like so. You just place it in there like that. If you want it at an angle like I had it, it's going to place. Oh, I thought I was going to have to glitch out this wall to do it. Nice. All right. So there's that. Next up, we have the doors, and we're just going to open this one a little bit, free place at the corner joint there, like so, and then leave the other one entirely closed like that. Now you don't have to leave it open that much. As a matter of fact, I don't want it open that much. To have it just like I had it on the other one, it was just open one tick. One rotation, and that's it. So you can see that there's stuff in there. You can see that it's a little shed. And then for the door handles, you just take a torch and you turn it like so, and you place it. You can place it either way, whichever way strikes your fancy, whichever one looks better to you. I'm going to go ahead and make sure, wait, is the grid on? I do want the grid on so that these will be, move down. Oh, right, the grid isn't going to be, there it is, okay. So I do want the grid on, just because, I'm going to just stop talking, there. Okay, I'm going to place that one there, and then I'm going to place the other one. Now it looks like they're the same height, they're not. Take it down one, and now they are, if I close it, it should be the same height. Let's see. Yep, now they are the same height. So, there we go. There's your shed, and now all you have to do is decorate on the outside. I put a couple of Kilima banners on it. You know what? I think I'll go ahead and I'll decorate this just a different way than I did on my other plot. I'll be right back. All right, all decorated and ready to show off. Love decorating, it's so fun. Look, I even created a pair of garden shears here with 2 knives. Isn't that cute? I love it. Anyway, I hope that this wasn't too long-winded for you. It was supposed to be a very short tutorial. I just had to struggle with it a little bit, but anyway, as you saw, it was not difficult to do. I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial and that it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below, and we'll see you folks soon. Bye-bye!